I'm so professional. Oh, I'm not drunk crying. I'm not crying at all. I just wore mascara today, and I cry heaps, but I'm not wearing a mascara. And that's cool. What a better way to wrap up. But yeah, no, my cider did arrive, and I'm on can 2. In my earlier video in the garden, it's the same day. Same day, David. He saw a pop up from Countdown, delivering my potting mix for my hopeless. I've sort of fixed up my plant a wee bit and my cider, and I bought some seeds because I thought, oh, that looks nice. My hair looks like a really nice colour, doesn't it? I am no longer a dark-haired person. I cut the last of the darkness off, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with being a memory problems again, storage. Cool with being a brown-haired lady. I think that's fine. I still have some horrendous vegan hair dye that drips everywhere. It's like a kind of cocktail mixture, and it's a nightmare to put on, and I'm glad I'm free of it now. But anyway, yeah, so I did fix that up a wee bit. It'll come right. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, so no, I'm taking it easy on booze, and I'm eating quite a lot. I put on a couple of kilos, like 49 on my scales, 48 at the doctor's, because I always weigh myself with my clothes on and they take a bit off. That's the prednisone, but I'm conked out again. And yeah, I'm taking pressure off myself, and I'm just what am I on garden leave? You know, really, I just think it's a nice time to spend this part of my life. Lying in bed, and I've got that bed thing outside, which I think's nice, and I'm just gonna live like a lady of leisure. I'll just pretend I have consumption or something, and I just really want to clean up this mess, and I'll take some pictures of the mess, and I might put it to a different John Lennon soundtrack, the pictures. It's another of my absolute favourites from that EP, Different Drum. No, it's a great song. It's just, yeah, it's a great song, and it's just nice, I think. Yeah, I think it's a bit of self-acceptance at this point. But I want to configure this room so I can lie on the sofa as well. And I wasn't going to bother tidying up. I just thought, look, I'm just going to live with the mess. But actually, I don't like mess, and one of my missions in coming days is to, you know, I've taken most of the weight off my shoulders, which is what I said in my Facebook posts. I've just taken off pretty much everything that's self-imposed. and those self-imposed things, by self-imposed I don't mean unnecessary, it's just that I'm not letting anyone else but myself down, and I'm doing that as a matter of priority. I have different priorities now, and those priorities have become extremely clear since it's really come home to roost that no matter which way I turn, it's just like Sarah being stuck in the labyrinth and Jareth pulling all the strings, and it's just like, motivated reasoning, that the conclusion that life, or, we can call it an analogy, we can call that a broad brush, but life does not have life planned for me. For all intents and purposes, I am terminally ill. It's avoidable, but I can't get the help that I need. And I've been looking at getting some private care. And the sort that I'm looking at, and I've spoken to, I've had a little bit of an exchange, the sort that I can get is reasonably priced, and about what I expected. But I can't afford much of it, and I don't think it's going to do much good in the end. I think it's just making a rod for my own back. Whatever progress I make, I just slip down, or the plateau changes or gets torpedoed or whatever. I think the latest thing that really drove it home is that my new GP doesn't want me. And it's way more than blatant. It's just blatant, which people interpret to mean interpretable, and it's not. It's not interpretable, and I don't want to talk about it at this point. But it's, I just realise that I'm not going to get any committed medical care. And when it comes, it's not going to be in the right time frame for me to make use of. So the effort that I'm putting in is to make things nice for myself. And I have discharged all the duties that I can think of or that I can realistically manage. I don't think anything that I can't is going to leave anyone in hardship. One thing I do want to do, and it's a personal sort of thing, and it's for my emotional comfort, even though I could coach myself out of it. My phone's fucking out. So I've got to delete lots of stuff. It would be really good if I just stopped talking about bullshit, and then all I want to say is I'm just going to take the rest of the stuff to the ED that I've prepped, or mostly prepped, and then I feel like I've done my deal, and then I'll get things out of my storage unit that I want here, and I'll put things in my storage unit that I don't want here, and I'll just have a nice tidy place. Anyway, I'll wrap it up now. Now I've got to film all of these to knit them together, and that's going to put even more pressure on my space, and then I can delete them all anyway after I upload them. Okay, bye.